Assalamu alaikum guys, it's me Zainab, and today I want to talk about something really positive, and that is God. So I realize that a lot of us sometimes are unable to speak to God because we think that we've already done so many wrong things in our lives that we think we don't have the courage to face God anymore, and so we just keep this guilt inside us, and due to that guilt we don't pray, we don't speak to God, we feel ashamed speaking to Him, and all that. Now, what I've realized from my own experience, though I'm probably the worst person you can ever imagine when it comes to religion. So, but still being that bad at religion, I realized that every single time I've prayed to God about something with all of my heart, I have actually been able to accomplish it, and I've been successful at all those things in which I asked for God's help. So what I would suggest to you is that don't let your sins get in your path of speaking to God. With that, I'd like to tell you of an example that I'm reminded of right now, and that's when, okay, there was this assignment that I was doing, and I put in all of my heart in doing that, and I put in a lot of hard work in making that assignment, and I was so sure that it's completely done. Okay, now when I was going to go submit that to my teacher, I met my classmate, and he was like, is your assignment done? So I was like, yeah, I'm done with it, but I'm sure there must be something wrong with it, and I have this feeling that as usual something's gonna go wrong, and the teacher's gonna be like, you need to make this changes and you need to make that changes. Okay, so he just looked at me and he's like, how could you be so sure? When you've done it, it's probably right, why do you always have to expect something negative out of it? And I was like, because that's what always happens, every time I complete something. Okay, the noise. Okay, every time I complete something, something goes wrong in the middle of it. So what happened is that I went to submit the assignment, and the teacher looked at it and he's like, it's good, but you could do this change with it, you could do that change with it, and he gave me like a list of changes that I was supposed to do with the assignment. Now when I was coming out of the office, I met that friend of mine again, and he's like, did you submit your assignment? I told him, as usual, it happened. I went to him and he said that, you need to make all these changes with your assignment. So what my friend told me at that point was that you need to expect good out of every situation. Situation will turn themselves according to what you expect them to be, and God will make you face situations according to your expectations. So if you expect negativity out of every situation, you're going to be confronted with negativity. If you expect positivity out of every situation, things may go wrong somewhere, but overall things are going to be right because you expected them to go right. So he said this quotation that I can't really recall, but it meant something like this, that God is how you expect him to be. And that is the best advice that anyone has ever given me. And with that, I'd also like to say that, sometimes we associate humanistic characteristics with God. We think that, I haven't prayed for an entire month. I have not been offering my prayers. So how can I expect God to just listen to my prayer now that I'm praying for it? So you do not need to associate humanistic characters with God. Okay, God is not like humans. We have those defects that when someone who's really close to us, that person doesn't speak to us for 2 or 3 days straight, we think, okay, now this person has an attitude. अब ये मेरे से बात करेगा तो I'll show him what I can do. But God is not like that, okay? God speaks to everyone who wants to speak to God. So do not associate humanistic character to God, and always expect positivity out of every situation, okay? That is going to help you turn things into positive even when they're going wrong, okay? You should be always prepared for the worst as well, but still always expect things to go positive, and they will go positive. With that, I'd just like to say bye, have a good day.